good, family? Today we're going to talk about Network Simplified. Today we have me, Coach, and my other partner, Miles, who went to a Chamber of Commerce event today. And that was my first time going to something like that. So I got to learn how to, I got an intro to business evaluations, the importance of knowing what your business value is when you're trying to exit a business, which is kind of on the opposite end of what I'm trying to do, which is start mine. But it's good to know how to exit a business when that comes. But just going up to an event like that and networking with people who's either successful in business, has been successful in business, has a specialty in making contracts for selling businesses. It's a wealth of knowledge in one area, but also afterwards, it's crazy how everybody was, introducing themselves to everyone, to each other, letting them know what business they are doing, and just meeting people. And that's the whole thing of networking, just meeting people, tell them what you do, and eventually just following up to see if they're interested in moving forward with what the business you're in. I know before today I was kind of overcomplicating it as far as, oh man, I gotta meet people. I gotta really meet people. Not really used to doing it, not really comfortable doing it. But that's what life is. You gotta kind of go through uncomfortable situations so you can get better at those situations. And I seen a pro do it today. Mr. Campbell, working through the room, sponsoring the event, shaking hands of the people the main speakers and stuff. And I'm sure he got a couple of appointments out of it, but I got to see firsthand what a professional looks like when networking. And I also see even my upline Miles. He do a great job of just communicating with people too. So I really had a good example of how to network and how to communicate with other business owners, and just start a connection, really, even if it don't turn out to have a financial outcome as far as them doing business with me. But I got to get to learn experiences that a lot of people don't get to learn. For example, I asked he's a doctor and he's a business consultant. I asked him and another young guy, I asked him if he could talk to your 22-year-old self, what would you tell him? My go-to question. And it kind of opened up the world of wealth of, I believe they were 70 or 80 years old, but I got to learn 80 years of knowledge just from that one question, and just from having the courage to ask that question. So it's important to just go walk around, either go to events like this or start in your area, just see, introduce yourself to people, start up a conversation, ask some questions, and maybe if there's a need for it, they will, move forward and doing business with you. But even if they don't, you still earn that stepping stone and learning how to talk, communicate, and connect with people, which is really an underrated skill. And I know definitely that skill wasn't emphasized as important when I was growing up, but that don't matter now because I know what I need to do. So that's what I'm planning on doing, just to continue to get better at networking, continue to get better at speaking to people, and just really evolving my ability to have human connections with people. Because that's just, it gives you different perspective. If you only have one perspective, then I won't say you're never minded, because closed-minded, because sometimes you need closed-mindedness to stay focused in what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish in either business or life, all things like that. But just remember to it's okay to just say hello to the person you're sitting next to and introduce yourself. And don't ever be afraid to do that. And network. And business, also, last thing, business never stops. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, there's no off day. Like, there's no such thing as an off day when you're an entrepreneur. Not saying you have to hustle, but always be looking to find the opportunity to add value to your business and add value to others. But with that being in mind, that's all I have for y'all today. Catch y'all on the way back home.